Perfect. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you again for being here with us. And today we're going to be talking about adulting. We're going to be talking about relationships, um, and we're going to be talking about what it means to become an adult, okay, and everything that is out there. What are the expectations? What are the things that we need to think about, and how can we maneuver everything that um, includes being an adult, okay, and how can we get the support that we need in order to navigate all those responsibilities. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen like I did last time. Let me see. Okay, hopefully. Okay, Denise, are you seeing my screen? Is it the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay, perfect, wonderful. So let's go ahead and start, or should we let's give like 1 or 2 minutes. Would that be okay, Denise, or should I go start right immediately?
You can tell them about CARD for a couple minutes.
Okay, perfect. So let's start with that. So for those of you who doesn't know, my name is Yasmin Castellano. I work for CARD at the University of South Florida, and CARD is the Center for Autism and Related Disabilities, and we provide different type of services. For example, for families, we provide trainings, educational information, we provide resources, we provide direct assistance, which is direct support. Unfortunately, now we cannot do home visits, but that's one of the services that we can provide as well, as soon as, the pandemic and social distancing and all that is over. We also provide services to organizations through our autism friendly program. And we also provide services to school, health professionals, and basically we provide the training. We also provide what is called technical assistance with the school, with the teachers, and basically trying to assist them on how and developing those strategies and those skills to better serve the people with autism. So those are in a nutshell, the services that we provide. And the most important thing is that all our services are free of charge. Okay, so we are here for you, and it's a matter of being a call away. Just give us a call and tell us what do you need help with, and we will be more than happy to assist you with everything that we can, okay, and your specific needs. Also, we serve from children all the way up to adults, okay, so we serve everyone. Okay, so I'm going to start, and our topic for today is adulting, and it's going to be about what it means to be an adult, what it means to become an adult, what are the responsibilities, how can I handle all those responsibilities, and also how can I get help, how can I get support, and about friendships and relationships, which is also part of becoming an adult. So what is adulting and navigating friends and relationships? Well, in here, I mean, you can see in here, this is you. And you have your friends, you have your classmates. If there's any romantic interest, you have your family, co-workers, your teachers, job coach. You have medical, mental health professionals that are also part of our life. So basically, in a very short presentation in here, it includes everything, okay? So we have a little bit of everything. And the way I see it and the way I used to explain it to my teenagers when I was working as mental health counselor is that you are like in the center, like it shows in here, and around you you have different people, and people will get closer to you depends on who do you decide is going to be closer to you. Like for example, family. Um, Most of the time for us, family and family members are people that are close to us, you know, and co-workers as well. However, like for example, you know, the doctor, well, sometimes if it's been a long time that you've been getting services with the doctor, it can be closer to you. But if it's a new doctor, you will be a little bit more, you know, well, let's see how this goes and this relationship goes. You start to know each other. So it is based on trust, no? And how things work and how the person behaves with you. The same thing with friends. You have some friends that are very close to you, and you have others that are more acquaintance, you know, people that you communicate and they're, you know, you spend time with, but it's, you don't have a close relationship with them. Now, first become friends with yourself. And this is the most important, I would say this is very important. The most important slide of the whole presentation, I would say, is this one. Become friends with yourself. You know, there's a lot of information like media, social media, TV, commercials, organizations that will let you know this is who you should be, or this is the way you need to behave, or this is the way you should, a lot of should. You know, you should do this, you should behave like that, you should dress like this, you should eat like that. And honestly, it's very, very confusing. It's a lot of information. So a lot of people tends to ask themselves, so first of all, who I am. Second of all, what am I doing in here in this world, in this life? What is my purpose of being here? And it is about discovering yourself. It is about learning about that, you know. So the best relationship that you can cultivate is the relationship with yourself. It's like falling in love with yourself. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be narcissistic. You know, don't be afraid. That's totally different. Yeah, totally different um, diagnosis, if we can put it like that. That's not what it is. Okay, loving yourself, putting yourself first, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually. It's not being selfish. It is not being narcissistic. And we're gonna talk a little bit about how to do that. So how do we do that? Well, first of all, you need to, or you should, actually, speaking of should, it is a good idea, it is a good suggestion to accept your strength, your weaknesses, your powers, your flaws, because that's what define you. So it will be great if you can get a notebook, or you just make a video of yourself, you know, and in that video, or you draw it, or you write it down. What are your strengths? What are you good at? Okay, and if you sometimes don't be like, oh, I don't know where to start. Well, probably I'm good at singing, or I'm good at drawing, or I am good at playing an instrument, or I am good at playing a sport, which is perfectly fine. But then we feel like, okay, well, that's all I'm good at, you know. So Google like a list of a strength, you know, and that will give you words, it will give you ideas, and then you can be like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that, but now that he's saying it, I'm very kind, or caring, or patient, or you know, whatever it is on the list, that you can write those down. The same thing with the weakness. What are my weaknesses? Write it down, or draw a picture, whichever way is easier for you. Okay, and the same thing, and if you feel like, did I cover everything? You know, check online and check for some ideas and words that you can write it down. Uh, another thing is treating yourself like a true friend. Sometimes we're very hard on ourselves. Sometimes we treat others better than we treat at ourselves, and we make time for others. However, we don't make time for ourselves. And those are things that we need to take into consideration. And the reason why sometimes it is because we feel guilty. Like, for example, if someone, like you decided, like this afternoon, you are going to spend time with yourself and you decided that you're going to watch a movie and have some popcorn. And that's it. You just want to be with yourself and by yourself. And then a friend called you and oh, but it's just that I need you, and then you feel guilty to say, oh, I'm not doing, I don't want to go, I want to stay home. No, well, what are you doing? Well, I'm just going to watch a movie by myself. Oh, but you're being, and make you feel guilty. So no, spending time with yourself, that's a commitment that you have, like if you will have had another commitment with somebody else. So, and it is okay to say it without feeling guilty. Respect your strong sense of character, like high self-worth, significant intelligence, and innate ambition. Um, Respect yourself, respect your dreams. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do? Your ambitions, okay? And work for them. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. And discover your aspirations. That's if you close your eyes, well, not now, but I will recommend for you, like today or tomorrow, be in your room or outside in a place that you can, have a little bit of time for yourself, and close your eyes and think, how do you see yourself? What are your biggest dreams and aspirations? Like, if there's no limits, what how would you see yourself doing, what having what? Sometimes I close my eyes and I see myself like I'm a bird, flying totally free, you know so, and which is okay. Sometimes I see myself with, in terms of my careers, things that I would like to accomplish, you know which is okay. So those are the things that those are your aspirations, those are your goals, those are your deepest dreams and things that you want to be in life and to accomplish in life. And just write it down, okay? um, this is a quote from Cleon, oh my, Papa Dimitriou. So, basically what it says is, when you set the bar really high and you attempt to reach a really ambitious goal, whether you achieve it or you don't, you will have improved. You will learn things about yourself and you will surprise yourself. Sometimes we set some goals and then in the process we notice that it didn't go the way I imagined. It didn't go the way I wanted to be. And then we go like, oh, I fail, and I don't know if I said it before, but I don't like to use that word fail, because for me there's no such thing as failure. Every experience that you have, it's you earn something from that experience, you gain something from that experience. And not because you didn't have the result that you wanted means that um, you fail at it. You learn from something from it. It's teaching you something, and definitely you will not be the same person that you were before that experience. So you are growing as a human being. You are getting better in terms of your maturity level, in terms of your skills, in terms of your mind, in terms of self-worth. So you are moving up, moving forward. So it is still a win situation. The 5 golden rules to set goal for success, and basically it's smart. First of all, the goals that you're setting, it should be goals that motivates you. So the goal should be specific. Excuse me, they should be measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound, which means that be as specific as possible, and that you can measure. It's not like, oh, I want to I want to go to college. Okay, that could be a goal, but then you have to be more specific. You want what in college? You know, you want to, which college do you want to go? Which program do you want to enroll into? When do you think you're going to be able to start the application? So you break it down into little tiny pieces, and you put a time frame for it, and make sure that it's something that you can make it happen, that you can accomplish. Okay, like for example, if I say, oh, I want to go and finish a doctorate degree in England, and I want to do that in this year. Well, that's, you know, in terms of you know, being attainable. It's not that it cannot be done, but I have some responsibilities now that I cannot just pack my luggage and say bye, see ya, because I have kids that depends on me. So it has to be realistic. It has to be something that I can attain, something that is and is time bound. So these are some suggestions to set your goals, and it's smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. So what else? Put your goals in writing or in a video to yourself, whichever is easier for you. Make an action plan, and by making action plan is, you know, break it down into steps. Step one, step two. You know, how can I make this goal happen? Don't make a lot of goals. I would say one or two at the most, you know, because that more than enough. Stick with the plan, and when you're creating a plan, try to get help. You know, like for example, if you wanna, one of your goals is, I don't know, lose weight. Okay, I want to lose weight. Well, how, what's your current weight? How much weight do you need to lose to be, you know, in a healthy weight? Do you have to? Because sometimes there's people that are skinny and they don't have to lose weight. So consult with your doctor, that it will help you to create those goals, to break it down, to create that action plan. Nutritionist, you know, if you need to go to one, it will help you to create that plan. And evaluate and make changes when needed. That is very important. You set a goal, but you can change it. You can modify that goal, make some changes into it, and evaluate. Am I moving to the right path? Do I need to, you know, instead of going to the left, I think I can modify it and go to the right. I think this is the correct path. Okay, and it is fine. It is fine to modify it. Responsible and grown up. So adulting, I don't know if you know, but by the age of 16, you may be able to become legally emancipated, and you may also marry someone, a person. However, most cases at the age of 18 is when you will have almost all of the legal rights adults have. So you will be considered an adult when you turn 18. Purchasing alcohol is not one of them. In the US, you need to be 21. Underage use of alcohol is an illegal offense, and you may purchase tobacco products when you turn 18. So those are, you know, a little bit of information in terms of adulting. Once you turn 18, now what's going on? Another thing is that recreational use of cannabis is illegal in Florida. However, the medical cannabis is legal in Florida, but it has many guidelines. You need to talk to your doctor about it, okay? If you think that you will benefit from getting medical cannabis, just talk to your doctor, and the doctor will lead you through the right path for it. Possession of recreational drugs can be a third degree to first degree felony offense. So I would recommend don't do that. Choosing wisely. Okay, this is part of being an adult. Being responsible and grown up comes with many decisions. If you make a bad decision that breaks the law, you will face legal consequences. You need to make informed decisions. If your friends are making bad decisions, how will you be a friend to yourself? And this is the reason why it is so important for you to have a very good relationship with yourself so you can stand up to your friends. And this is regardless your age. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or you are 58. You know, uh, you have a good relationship with yourself, and you have the self-esteem, and you have the confidence that you need, you stand up for yourself to your friends and you say no. You have a phone, or if you don't have a cell phone, you ask for a phone in a local store, and you call someone who can come and help you and get you, or a Uber or whatever it is, to take you away from that situation. And again, don't feel guilty, don't feel bad. Sometimes we feel bad about, oh, what are they going to think about me? Oh, how are they going to feel? It doesn't matter. You come first. What do you think about yourself? That's important. Okay, how you going to feel with yourself? That's important. Okay, you are first. What they feel, you don't have control over that. That's their problem. What they think, you don't have control over that. That's their problem. Okay, so always put yourself first. As you make choices, you need to consider the following. Number one, when I turn 21, will I want to drink alcohol? If I take prescription medication, will the alcohol interfere with that medication that I'm taking? How will I choose to say no to my friends if they make decisions that are illegal? And this is something that you can talk to a professional, a mental health professional, your parents, a counselor, a teacher, a mental health therapist, someone who can give you some choices in terms of how can you stand up for yourself in case your friends are doing things that are not correct or illegal, or they want you to drink alcohol and that's something that you don't want to because you're taking this medication and you shouldn't. Okay. Another thing that is out there is the addiction. You know, is very easy to get into this path, and you can become addicted to cigarettes. You can get addicted to medication and pills. Um, you know, you can get addicted to alcohol, and you can also get addicted to social media or electronics. That's another addiction. And basically, this is just some addictions, but addiction can be anything that controls you. Okay, anything that controls you is an addiction. Anything that that you have no power over, it is an addiction. So these are not the only ones. You know, coffee. You know, some people say if I don't drink my coffee in the morning, I get a headache. That's another type of addiction. You know, it's anything that you are dependent on. Um, Adulting, we keep talking about adulting, things that you need to think of and decisions that you need to make. Do you want to live with someone, or do you want to live with yourself? And if you are going to live with someone, what are the expectations that you have for that person? This is like you are a supervisor and you're hiring someone for a position. You know, do you want someone that is messy, or do you want someone that is clean? Do you want someone that is respectful of your space and your time? Do you want someone who is responsible, that you know that he will pay, if, you know, on time for his part of the rent? You know, what are the house apartment rules? You know, if you live in an apartment complex, you need to know what are the rules so you don't break them. Cleaning, laundry, you need to think about the, you know, household chores, cooking, yard work, budgeting. Who's going to teach you how to do budgeting, paying rent on time, paying the bills on time? So all those things that as an adult we need to take care of. going to school or working once you finish high school. Do you want to start working? Do you want to go to college or to school to finish a career? Do you want to do both? Do you want, what are the things that you want to do? Do you arrive on time? Or are you usually late? If you need to arrive on time, how can I make that happen? Do I have transportation? Do I have someone who can give me transportation? Do I know how to use the public transportation? um, Complete tasks or assignments when they're due? How can I plan so I can be responsible at my job or at my school so I can complete my task on time? And keeping up with car maintenance. So I have a car, so I have to remember that I need to take my car for oil change and for maintenance, you know, every 3 months or whatever mileage they set up for. Um, Medical, dental, and mental health appointments. Do I use my calendar? When am I going? Where do I need to write those down? Do I need to set up reminders? Um, Keeping other set appointments, managing your medication. Do I use this little box with, you know, the dates or the days of the week or for the month, and that will help me to keep track? Do I have a reminder on my phone? Making healthy decisions. I balance diet, exercise, sleep, schedule. So these are all the things that as an adult we are working pretty much every day, and decisions that we make every day. Procrastination. Um, Procrastination can really have an impact on your everyday life routine. It can affect your grades. It can affect your work performance. For example, if you have an assignment due and you didn't do it on time, and you are taking, let's say, 3 classes, and the semester is almost over, and out of the blue moon, you have like 10 different assignments, and they are due in 2 days. And as a human being, it's very, very hard to do all that, you know, so you're not going to be able to be to give a very good performance on all your assignments, and your grades is gonna be noticed. The same thing with your work performance. If you leave everything for last minute and all your work accumulates, then there's no way you can do it all. It can affect your bank account and your credit, because if you need to pay your bills by a due date and you procrastinate it, then you get behind. Then they're going to give you late charge fees, and you know it starts to spiral from there. The same thing with your health. You know, if you don't make appointments, if you don't follow up with your doctors, your dental, mental health, physical health. So how can you handle all this? Because it's crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, that's way too much for me to become an adult and deal with all of that. That's crazy. How in the world I'm going to make it happen? Well, that's why we all of us, we need a support group. So, or a support system. So you can ask for help. You can ask your boss, your co-workers. If you have a mentor, ask your mentor, friends, your spouse, your partner, your family. So we are all here to help you and to provide you with that support, and sometimes to break it down for you in little pieces, and let's put it like in a little ladder, you know, step 1, step 2, and little by little we can make it happen. We can help you to get yourself organized. So there is a system. There's no way you can do it all by yourself. I cannot do it all by myself. I also have my support system, those that friends that I count on, my co-workers that I count on. So we assist each other and we help each other in order for us to be able to do everything, all our responsibilities as an adult. When you're asking for help, it's very important for you to know who knows you the best. Do you have this special friend that is a very good friend of yours? And okay, I can talk to my friend about this situation because he or she knows me and understands me, or your parents, or a cousin, or your mental health counselor, or your doctor, whomever, uh, who knows the goals that you have set for yourself. Who do you trust the most? Okay, you can give example how things went well and where you got off track. Those are things that help you to make you realize, oh, I remember this situation and this is what I did before and it did work and it helped me, so maybe you can do that again. Okay, and consider their input and make decisions. And I like the fact that it says consider. That means that we can give you a suggestion, we can give you some information, but it doesn't mean that you have to. So you gather all the information, and at the end of the day, you make your decision. And again, you probably make the decision and it didn't go the way that you were expecting, and probably your mom, when she told you to do something and she was right, but that's okay. You learn from that experience, okay, and you are growing from it. Okay, like love and romance, so we have equality, uh, honesty, physical safety, respect, humor, comfort, respectfulness, and independence. And these are the characteristics that I would say you should expect from anyone that you like, you love, or have any type of romantic interest or relationship. Um, I would say it doesn't have to be only romantic. I think this, and I would say these are the type of characteristics that you should expect from any type of relationship. And this is also what you need to expect for a relationship that you should have with yourself. Okay? Be honest with yourself. And that's very hard because we love to make excuses for ourselves and the things that we didn't do that we should have done. Why? Because we don't like to face our own weaknesses, our own things that we're doing incorrect, or the things that we should have done and we're not doing it. Why? Because it's hard, because it hurts, and no one likes to go through a process that is hurtful, you know. However, However, that process is what's going to help you to heal whatever. It's the healing process. Okay. Physical safety. Keep yourself in a physically safe. Don't put yourself at risk. Don't try to I don't know, cross from one building to another, and who knows what's going to happen if you don't have a good balance. Okay, we are not all of us are, relative of Walenda that can do that. So don't put yourself in physical danger. Respect yourself. Have those boundaries, those high expectations for you. Love yourself. Put yourself, when you get up in the morning and you see yourself in the mirror, tell yourself something beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. You are amazing. You look wonderful today. Okay. Today I'm gonna have the best day ever. Today is gonna be a peaceful day, or today is gonna be a productive day. Have a purpose for your day. Humor, have humor with yourself and also with others. Uh, Comfort, respectfulness, independence. So these are the important things that you should consider. Okay. Healthy relationship questions. And again, this is in terms of romantic partner, but I want to extend it to any type of relationship. with your parents, with your siblings, with your cousins, with your boss, with your coworker, with your friends, with your romantic partner, whomever, and with yourself. Again, with yourself. Um, that person that you have a relationship with, my romantic partner, your parents, your brother, your sister, whomever, and I have a clear communication. Do you have a clear communication with yourself? And I'm not talking about, oh, so you're telling me that I need to talk to myself, and not really, you know, but you can, again, being honest, you can write down a letter to yourself, a love letter, and it's not a romantic letter. It is that love letter of nurturing, like a mother or a father, those words of kind of caring, of nurture, you know, from that perspective of love, so yeah, be clear. So the clear communication, that's very important. We have trust in one another. That is so important. Do you trust your partner, your romantic partner? Does that romantic partner trust you? You know, which means that it's not controlling you, which means that you don't have to check in with him or her, every 5 minutes. Does it mean that if you have a phone call, you can answer it, and it's not like, who are you talking to? Why is it calling you now? All that. Also, that you can spend time with yourself without being jealous. Okay, like, oh, I really, I don't want to see you today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow because I just want to, I don't know, I just want to have some self-care, have a bubble bath, and listen to music, whatever. Or just do an activity. I just want to play video games, for example. And that is okay. There is mutual respect between you and that other person. Common interest, things that you guys like to do together. I don't know, playing video games or dancing or listening to music, or and pretty much, similar music that you might like, or theaters, or going shopping, or going to the beach, or playing a sport, that you guys have common interest. We are able to perceive things differently without expecting each other to see things the other way. That's very important, which means that you have your own perception of things, and that other person has their own perception of things. So you are an individual, and you both do not have to think alike. Okay, but respect that differences. Okay, maybe you think that I don't know, 90 degrees is too hot, and the other person think that 90 degrees is a perfect temperature, and that is okay, because that makes you different. You guys don't have to think in the same way. I feel valued intellectually, emotionally, and intimate physically. This is very important, that the other person values you, that feels proud of you, of who you are, of what you do. Uh, Intellectually, that other partner thinks that you are a smart person. Emotionally, that values your feelings, validates your feelings. For example, if you feel sad, is there for you, listens to you. If you feel happy, that other person feels happy for you because you made an accomplish. Instead of feeling jealous, feels happy for you. If you win something, your partner feels happy because you won something, and you are able to go somewhere. So all those things, I am able to grow independently, and I support my partner's growth. That's very important. You have a journey, your partner has a journey, and it's about sharing each other's journey together, but each one of you have your own journey. okay? And you guys should support each other, okay? Your partner should support you and vice versa. So you guys can grow individually as a human being. We have activities and friends outside the relationship. That's very important. You know, hey, can we see each other Friday? Nope, sorry, but Friday night I have uh, something that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be spending time with my friends. We're gonna go out. I don't know, to a restaurant and have dinner, which is perfectly fine. You need to have a life, and your partner also needs to have a life. So that's perfectly fine, and that is okay. And you accept each other. This is so important. And you guys accept each other the way that you guys are without trying to change the other person. So your partner is not trying to change you, but you are not going to try to change your partner. If you cannot accept your partner the way that person is after, talking or speaking about, but there's some compromise, okay? We have to meet in the middle. Then it's not going to work. The relationship is not going to work. Okay. So first of all, you don't have the power to change anyone. The only person that you have the power to change is yourself. You can change yourself. That's it. And if the other person's, their behaviors that the other person brings to you is not something that you feel like, you feel respected, you don't feel valued, you don't feel like that person is trusting you, and those are values that are very important for you, then it's not the person that should be with you. Okay. Once your partner, once your core values are in line, then that's not working. You never um, change or bend your core values. That's what you stood. That's your foundation, and we don't negotiate it. Those are your core values. Okay, we can negotiate other things, and we need to talk about it, and we need to compromise. You compromise, and your partner compromise, and that's perfectly fine, because that's part of any type of relationship. That's okay. But your core values, no. Um, and it brings joy to your life, regardless of the ups and downs, but it will bring you joy. And that's also very important. So, sexual orientation describes a person's physical, romantic, emotional, or spiritual attraction to another person. Everyone has a sexual orientation, okay? And gender identity is basically, at the beginning it was male or female. It could be blend of both or neither. How individuals perceive themselves and what they call themselves. One's gender identity can be the same or different from their sex assigned at birth. So we can have the same gender identity, or it can be different. Like, for example, if your identity assigned at birth, gender was female, but you prefer to express your gender identity by um, wearing more male clothing, or behaving more as a male, that's perfectly fine as well, or vice versa. Or just be gender fluid. It could be one day you feel more like a female, and you will be more with your female traits, or sometimes woke up one day more like into the male, and that's the gender identity that you want to express, and that's perfectly fine. Transgender is an umbrella term for people whose gender identity and or expression is different from cultural expectations based on the sex they were assigned at birth. Being transgender does not imply any specific sexual orientation. Therefore, transgender people can be identified as straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, etc. And intersex is a general term used for a variety of conditions in which a person is born with a reproductive or sexual anatomy that doesn't seem to fit the typical definitions of female or male. We have the romantic attraction. We have heterosexual. There are people that are attracted to the opposite sex. We have asexual. Is a term describing individuals who do not experience sexual attraction. We have aromantic, which is a romantic orientation, generally characterized by not feeling romantic attraction or a desire for romance. We have also bisexuals, which is a term that describes someone who is attracted to both men and women. We have gay, which in the past, all men who are attracted to men have used the word gay. Now it is more common for gay to be used by anyone who is attracted to their same sex or gender. In other words, you're attracted, if you're a male, you're attracted to male, or if you're a female, you're attracted to females. Lesbian is a woman who is attracted to other women. Pansexual describe people who are capable of being attracted to multiple sexes. And questioning is a person who may be processing or questioning their sexual orientation and or gender identity. So this is basically in terms of sex, romantic attraction, sexual orientation, gender identity. And it goes deeper than this, but just for you guys to have an idea. And it's another thing that I want to talk about in this area is that for our people with disability as parents, it is very important that we also address this with our kids. I mean, I don't know, for whatever reason, most of the time, as parents, we assume that they don't go through all this process, that they don't question their gender identity, that they don't question about having a romantic relationship or having a partner, if it's a male or a female, you know. It's just that, I don't know, for whatever reason, sometimes parents, is like, and I would say that probably is because we are caught up in so many things that are happening with our kids, like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make sure that he's going to be independent? How I'm going to make sure that he's going to be okay? How I'm going to make sure who's going to overlook for him? Who's going to keep him safe? How, you know, making sure that he has everything that he needs. What happened when I'm not there? So we want to create this, you know, safety environment for them. That, I mean, it's a lot. And another thing is that if our child has other health conditions, so that adds up to the plate. So you know, I'm still dealing with this with the neurologist or the GI doctor or with whomever. I mean, there's a lot going on. So it's like, yeah, I totally understand, but it is important also to look, you know, about their gender identity, and also to look as of their sexuality and talk to them about it, because, and just to open that communication door with them, you know, just explain to them, this is what it is, this is what is out there, and open that communication for them. So whenever they're ready, if they, you know, at some point in time they want to talk to you about it, they can feel safe to come to you and talk to you about it. Mom, I mean, I don't know, I sometimes feel like you know, I'm a female, and sometimes I feel like I like the girls, you know, and how we can address that. How can we talk about it? And if by any chance you do not have the information, we are here for you, okay? And we can help you with providing you educational information about it, or your counselor, or your doctor, or, you know, there's professionals who can assist you with that. Okay, to learn more, we have, and I think we're going to be posting this in our Facebook page, or Denise probably will post it in our chat. We have the Trevor Project. We have um, different, it's talking about gay, lesbian, straight education network. You know, this is one website. Love is respect. The GLAD, Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, is also a good website. So there's resources that we can provide you. We have National Domestic Abuse Hotline, the National Alliance on Mental Health, Mental Illness, the National Suicide Prevention, National Sexual Assault Hotline, the Trevor Project, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services. These are, um, website, and also the phone numbers that we're going to also put in our Facebook page and or our chat, or both. And that will be it for me for today. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Oh, we have more resources over here as well. Okay. So let me see.
I have a question.
Yes.
So basically, when you bought out gaming, because the not it's not for just playing games no more. Does call it electronic sports? Well, you basically get paid by playing on who's going to win on the video game, like multiplayer or CS:GO. Um, I don't see anything on that because it's not updated. Because I know if you understand, because there's a lot of things go on with it, because there's a lot of misconceptions about gaming. Not just gaming addiction, but just it's actually a kind of new job. We're still developing in our own way. So that's my question. So I got one question.
So can we answer the first question?
Yeah.
So there's a big difference between gaming and gaming addiction, and we understand that. And so if you're employed in the gaming industry, then
Or
you wouldn't,
esports.
or esports, yeah, right. Then you would not necessarily be considered to have an addiction to gaming or electronic devices.
No.
Okay. So I just want to make it clear, so I wouldn't think it's like a problem for you guys. So
No, it's all fine.
Yeah, no, it is okay. And again, not because you're doing something like, if you like video games or whatever or the social media, and as long as you can do your daily activities, as long as you can um, have your responsibilities, and you can do your responsibility, that you take a shower, you are eating, you are exercising, uh, you do your chores at home. As long as you do your responsibilities and you're taking care of yourself, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. No, it's everything that it goes to the extreme, everything that it totally controls you and it won't let you to do your responsibilities and take care of yourself, then that's a problem. And that will be then an addiction. It's something that you can have a second without it, then it will be considered an addiction.
all right. I'm just saying, like, no, there's not a lot of game addiction. I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of development in jobs. Well, not just game development, but the game esports marathons. So I don't want the podcast to get mixed up or something like that. So
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Anyone, anybody else who has a question? I don't know. I'm going to stop sharing. And Anybody else who has another question? I'm looking to see if we have any.
There are no questions on Facebook.
No? Okay,
No.
perfect. Wonderful. So today, this will be it from me. And we're going to have this video in our Facebook page. So you're more than welcome to look at it. And I also going to post a video in our YouTube channel so you can look at it later on. Okay, for your information. Perfect. So Denise, anything else that you would like to say about, I don't know if we have more topics coming up?
We do have some more topics coming up, so just check our Facebook page and our announcements for those topics. If you have anything relating to adulting that you'd like us to present on, you can put it in the chat here. Also in the chat, I put our training survey link. So the 3 of you who are in this training, or the 2 of you who are left, if you can click the link for either the English training survey or the Spanish training survey, fill that out for us, let us know your opinion so that we can become better at what we do. And we just want to thank you for your time and attention. And don't forget to check out our Facebook page. And we also have an adult group and a high school and transition group as well. And we look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you very much.
And to complete our survey. Yes. Perfect. Okay, well, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Have a beautiful evening.